All right, guys, first tee box of 1757. We're trying to figure out strokes and format. Marshall's trying to claim he's not an 8. That's shameful. Al is honorable as shit. He actually said he's a 12.
12-3.
And then we got his buddy Nick, whose dick out is right, yeah, he's peeing right there. We're gonna play a 2v2. It's me and Al against Marshall and Nick. I think we're playing 4-ball. And Goose, we need you, man. How do we figure out these strokes? How do we do it? Jesus Christ. That's gonna be a fun tracer to watch. My man just shot shaped the fairway right before the bunker. Good shot. Wow. That is dead center, roped.
That's gonna fly. I would love it. It's the left side of the fairway. I'd really love to have a service.
Hammered. He'll be left rough probably at the worst. Another good strike. Hang on, ball. Hang on, ball. Ah, left rough. So because of the wind, I decided to bail out right. So I hit my exact target, and I'm really hyped for it because it's all about execution. But carrying that bunker into the wind was crazy. Marshall in the rough, second shot. Really good strike. All right, we got Nick 129, some sort of wedge. That is pin hunting. It's absolutely tracking. Oh!
There it is.
Ah, won't tank. Go ahead, Nick. Get up. Just short. Not a good move as a group. We collectively have 0 minutes on the putting green before this, so we're all just guessing early on the speeds of the green. Left. Love it. Go. All right. We are golfing, boys. And I think I missed a couple of shots that Marshall had in the sand, and you'll see throughout the video it's very hard to try and film 4 people and play around, so there will be a few missed shots here and there.
Good street, huh? For your 5, right? What?
All right, quick cart cam after hole 1. We just whooped their ass. It was no big deal. We're up
Mark
1.
whooped their ass.
Up 1, going to hole 2. There it is. Carry it.
Don't get in it.
Carry the damn bunker, please. Yes.
Sure, did I get over it?
Yeah, just over.
So
if you remember from the beginning of the video, you saw that this is playing as a 140 slope. You saw that right, 140, super effing hard. I think there's like water on 16 of the 18 holes, and you'll see throughout, but it doesn't make it any easier when there's wind, heavy wind. You'll hear it the next few holes, into your face in particular. So, for example, Nick here, I think that should be like a 275-ish yard drive on any other hole, and he probably got like 230 total. We were guessing it was playing to like a 3-club difference, but you'll see how that impacts us early on. That is it's still in the air. And yes, you're reading that right. That's an 8-iron, which is my 160 club. I'm hitting it into a 131 pin, and I actually hit a very, very good shot. I'm pumped. All right, we got Al. I think it's about 130, 135. Really hard shot. Sounded really good. Marshall, the little hitter of the group, all the way back here, about 5 yards behind me. not sure what he's hitting, but sounded good. We got Nick. Nice shot. Oh my God, little cheddar on it. Yes, get up, get up. Yes, Al. What a ball. Nice out, Marshall. Well, just don't leave him. I'm trying to think if I've ever hit a putt worse than that, and no, don't think I have. That's the worst putt ever in history. It's good. So I goofed up the scorecard here. We're actually only up 1. I should be +2, not +1. For some reason, I think I calculated wrong, but we're only up 1. So now this next hole, which is a par 3, you're now playing with tailwind behind you. And remember, we had like a 3 club difference into the wind. So we're all kind of just guessing what we need to hit here. I think it was like a 164-ish yard par 3. If I remember correctly, I think like Marshall goes pitching wedge. Al is like pitching wedge or 9-iron. Like that's how crazy this wind was playing.
Al is golfing.
Turn.
Wants to.
Let's get a little left.
That bunker.
That's the unluckiest kick in the bunker.
I think I'm in so good at it. Be good.
Stick. He's gonna be with me. Stop following me, dude. Get out here.
Looks good.
Great ball, man. We got 3 balls dancing on the green. That's Al, the closest. You can probably hear this wind. It's fucking insane. We all kind of guess clubs and hope for the best. Jimmy actually had a bad bounce. He's in the bunker. Here we go.
It's pretty much half sand, half bunker.
Yeah.
Like, if I got underneath,
What the fuck is that?
I wonder if the wind actually took that putt.
How fast are these greens?
Funny part is, I actually was like, I like that line a
I
lot.
thought I hit that great.
If you're ready, Marshall, go ahead. Get there.
Go ahead, Mark.
So thankfully, Nick and I had pretty much the same line, so I had a free read. I know exactly what not to do as he zoomed it by. And, oh no, Mark, what are you doing? You just saw him blast it by. Why'd you do that? Insert the NASCAR zooming car sound effect. Mark, you big, strong, sexy man, you. That was so hot. Anyway, that par won the hole, and I did fix the scorecard, so I'm +2 through 3, and officially we're up 2 holes. Let's go. We're sprinting at the gates. That's the greediest fucking line ever, and I love it. That's so greedy. It's somewhere there, but
That felt good. That actually went shorter than I thought. Because I
Did
was
it?
thinking. Boy. Jesus. 8 straight or you too? That might work.
I don't know if the camera does it justice, but the shots that Al and I just took, it's a super high risk, high reward. You basically take a line over the water, but if you do it, you can cut off so much and leaves you with a wedge in. So I mean, look at me and Al. We're just 2 degens, always looking for the high risk, high reward play. We were about to go to MGM after we hit those tee shots. We were just on cloud 9 and running good. Ace no good, baby. Struck it good. Wind, I think the wind's eating it. Oh. The wind took it, but he struck that great. So we're gonna zoom in.
Nice. Middle green.
So for those people viewing at home who don't know Marshall, and you're probably thinking, oh, he sucks, he's 7 over through 3, remember that last shot. This is the beginning of when he turns into a PGA Tour player. And then really quickly, I think this is personally my shot of the day. I don't know if you can see, but basically I have an entrance, kind of like a ramp going into the green. It's almost like an island green with water everywhere. I decide to hit a gap wedge bump and run from about 60 yards out, and it rolls.
Yep.
It rolls
Come on, be
really
good.
close. If I'm hitting that
he's on.
shot, I think it's going to be a good day. You're going to need that shot on this course where you might want to opt
he's
for
pin hunting.
keeping it on the ground as much as possible on certain holes. So, yeah, I was really pumped for that one.
We got Marshall for birdie. Let's get one. Boy, I like it. It's just gotta come. Nice putt. Let the camera show I gave it to Marshall. I'm a gentleman. Thank you. That's
Just wondering, but do any viewers out there have a spare gym membership or a guest pass where they can bring me in to hit the weight room, please? If so, let me know. Okay, so after that hole, there's no blood. We push me and Marshall with a par. And for the viewers who have never played 1757, huge spoiler alert, there is water all down the right-hand side, everywhere.
I hope that didn't end up in the water, did it? I don't know. I'm slightly worried I went down that. All right, Marshall got 154. He's dead center fairway. Played smart golf. He's taking a 9-iron to the pin. Oh my God, that's pin hunt. The tracer is gonna be fun on that. Nice ball.
So Marshall's shot kind of motivated me. He said, I raise, and I told him, you know what? I'll re-raise. This might be one of my better shots. I stuff it. Note to self, don't ever make that sound or noise again. You just look like a dingus. Yeah, not a good look.
It's good.
Just short. Just short right there.
What'd you say? I was about to whisper to the camera, this guy's confident as fuck. I'm a Texas wedger, you know it.
So I was laughing to myself, and you probably couldn't hear it, but we were talking about how these two, I guess they're just all-district hands team, and decided to wedge there, which is probably the right play. But for me and Marshall, who just claimed to be shitty wedge players, we definitely have putter in our hand.
I like it.
As he putts from the grass right there.
Probably. It's your call. No.
Okay, and again, no blood as me and Marshall par, so on to the next, still up 2. Okay, so to give you all kind of a course description, this is a complete 90-degree dogleg to the right. I put an arrow for the flag there. There's no way, there's trees blocking me. You can't go for the green, so you kind of have to play this as a true 4. What you should do is do what Al did, just go into the fairway. I took a super cheating line, so if you see where my ball flight is headed, kind of that area, it's again one of the high-risk, high-reward plays. If you can carry, I think about 240, 245, you're golden. You'll have like a sand wedge in. You know I'm not a long hitter, so I actually don't do that on normal days, but we had the tailwind behind us, so I thought I'd give it a rip. And then again, realized that I'm just a small ball, need to hit the weight room. And by the way, Marshall hits it to about the same spot as me, but I think that's like a 4-iron, so yeah.
That's pin hunting. Nice shot. He's on. Left bunker.
So me and Marshall decide just to take a gentleman's drop next to each other. We pick a spot that seems fair, and I think this is like a 115-ish, 120-yard approach. But look at the green. Shocker. Water everywhere, kind of like an island green. I decided to just play this like a low, let it be short, and if I miss short, great, and let it run up. I actually hit a pretty good one here.
We're on. Team.
So Al ends up in the bunker. Marshall is back there in the woods. You'll see his shot incoming right here in a moment. I think he overcooked it a tiny bit. And then Nick is putting for bird, sitting pretty, which you'll see in a second.
That is not an easy shot. That's good from there.
This is a par putt for Al to put pressure on Nick, whose ball is right there, also sitting for par. And they get one back.
Nice. Just so everyone knows, this is, I told Al, it's the hardest hole on the course. This is a par 3, all water, bunkers everywhere. I think Marshall just gunned it. He said it's 240. I actually might hit driver. I actually might drive this. We're into the wind too, Jesus.
Not only is it 240 yards, look at the water everywhere. And then to top it off, the wind is in your face. I think I should have played driver for real.
I heard something. You might be okay.
Sounded good.
Nice ball. Come back.
That's not working.
That's your fade.
Yeah.
It's there somewhere. Oh yeah, give him some action. Clear the bunker. Oh no.
If I could have one swing back this entire round, it'd probably be this. I mean, it's a tie. There's a couple that I'd want back, but I use 3-wood maybe once a round. I hate it. I should have just played my 200 club, get it on, and play for up and down. Shout out to JP DePasso. This would have been a 60-degree wedge into the green. Instead, we drop to a 56 and keep it controlled.
All right, we got Al. I think his ball landed like in the sand or on top of the sand, but. And then Marshall and Nick are in the woods back there. I think they're in play. Just a tough hole. Oh yeah, Al. Oh yeah, Al. Go in. Look at this guy. What a stud. Marshall found his ball. That's good. Nice. Oh my God.
And that might be the shot of the day from the group. He stuffs that to like 6 feet. You'll see in a second, right there at the top of the screen. And I somehow missed Nick's shots. He ended up being on the cart path. We gave him relief. He chipped on, and that was his par putt, which he's off camera. But they're in control for this hole. It's not looking great for us, especially if this doesn't go in. Yeah. 2 putts to win for Marshall here. A par is basically a birdie on that hole, playing 240 into the wind, probably playing like 280 true. So we're all square. We have ourselves a match, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy shit, Marshall's locked in.
And for those that have never played this course, you'll notice we all have irons or some sort of just safety club. You can't, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but basically there is a huge creek. The fairway ends at like 250 or something, so you want like a 200-yard shot, and then you're hitting a wedge into an island green.
Now you hit the ball so much straighter. Everything is straight. I don't, given how bad. There it is.
Look at me trying to be tight and cockily walk away because I knew I hit the fairway. God, I did look kind of tight though.
Absolute beauty. Go ball. Be the number. Jesus Christ, Marshall's locked in.
So shame on me for this. I didn't have the right club. I actually wanted my 48-degree wedge. Decided to just go with the 52 and hope the wind took it, and you'll see where I end up. Ugh. Stupid little things like that can add up. Just go to the cart. It's like 10 feet away. Ugh. So mad at myself after cutting this video up and watching it again.
Ooh. Sit, sit, sit. Nice shot, Al.
I misjudged this chip so bad. I'm actually not mad because I execute exactly what I want to do. I hit my target zone. If you can see on the camera, it kind of looks like the green is trickling down. It'll roll faster. It didn't, but it's one of those things you can't get mad if you execute, but oh well.
Got Marshall for birdie. Simmer.
So obviously when we all suck at putting, you're going to figure out whatever excuse you can make, and we're going to blame the wind. But in all seriousness, listen to the wind on these next couple putts. I can't believe that the wind decided to stop when Marshall had a chance to win the hole. That is just unbelievable.
Marshall is fuck in.
You have the wind behind us.
With the wind, that's going to go for days.
Oh my god.
Nice ball, man. Yes, sir.
Imagine that. Straight as a fucking arrow. Jesus.
So this is the other shot I was debating I probably want back. I decided to take a line very, very similar to Marshall. As a lot of you know, I do like to play a draw. I ended up just doing a push to the right, not turning over, whatever, it happens. I end up dropping, and just to give you some context, the wind is hype when it's behind you and helping. This is my second shot. I decided to do an easy 7-iron, and it gets there, pin high. Unfortunately, I missed Al and Nick's shot. Al, I believe, had like a 6-iron from 180-ish, and he hits it to pin high to the left. I missed Nick's, who I think was short. And then look at this shot from Marshall. He had driver like 8-iron into a par 5, and he stuffs it to about 7-8 feet for eagle. And I was talking with Al about that shot. We were between putter and like a bump and run. He was super confident in the bump and run, and I loved his confidence there. I actually thought he had a really good shot. It was just a little short, but he hit his target zone. And again, it's one of those things where you can't be mad. As long as you execute, just live with the results.
Eagles or birds at worst, but probably as good. Move on. Let's get one, Marshall. All right. Marshall's eagle putt. Sick approach. Oh, it snapped on him. Sit. What the fuck just happened? I was about to be like, that's...
So it's just funny how fast the green's, and I think the wind definitely took that. It was blowing where the wind was pushing it to. But basically, I think we told Marshall if me and Al miss, we'll give it to him no matter what, just because the hole's pretty much over. I have a par putt. Al has a par putt. If we don't make this, his doesn't even matter. He's not two putting from there. So me and Al just need to step up and make a putt. Let's do it. And nothing better than a close match in competitive golf. Al and I sprinted out the gates. We went up 2. Nick and Marshall found their swings. We are now down 2. Overall, I'm not too mad or unhappy with a lot of the way that I'm hitting the ball. I took some gambling lines. It paid off a couple times. A couple times it killed me, but hope you liked it, and stay tuned for part 2 and see what happens.